Hi and welcome to the Riders Lounge podcast. Fucking hell, this was the first question Josh Grindrod said is, can we swear on this? Yeah, of course we can.
Well, I was just a little bit worried, wasn't I? I didn't know. I had to tone it down a little bit or what.
Right, so this is a podcast. I've been doing a lot of videos, but I decided on this one, a video wasn't going to help you or I. We're both not exactly the best looking blokes out there. So I thought,
because I got skinhead? Oh, I got no hair.
I didn't go there. I wasn't. No.
Yeah.
Just your ugly mug, mate. No, so I've got Josh Grindrod here, one of UK's FMX riders who has only just come back to the UK. You've been away from everywhere, and I thought, we've been doing shows now, this is our 9th show in 15 days.
And it's the only sunny day we've had.
It's not sunny now.
Well, overcast, but not piss wet through.
Yeah, it's not piss wet.
So cheap shit.
Yeah, we've done, well, you've ridden with Squibby 8 shows of sheep shit, horse shit, rain, mud, and 40-mile-an-hour winds. And today was the first day. Today was only horse shit.
Yeah,
that was the best part.
To be fair, it was fucking pretty good. To be fair, and you ain't battling with the fucking wind and rain, are we? But no, it was all right. To be fair. So
that's what an English freestyle ride has to deal with,
mate. Ruts before the ramps, everything like that. You know, like you just don't know what you're gonna get. It could be hail. Do you know what I mean? Like you just never know what's coming around.
Could be snow if you're lucky.
Yeah, mate. We have to rust.
And this is summer.
Spikes.
This is the best you've got for summer over here.
Yeah, it's a shame, to be fair. You go to some pretty cool venues, really, but
yeah,
a lot of them are just fucking get stuck, get the tractor out to run through the bloody, pull the ramp in place and stuff like that. Yeah. When you ain't got to do that, you know you're winning, so yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So the reason I wanted to get you on this one was you've been living the high life, mate. 8 years of the high life. And now you've come back to sheep shows. So tell us, where have you been for 8 years? And then we'll get into how you got there, because it's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I've been in Macau at the House of Dancing Water for I think it was 8 years, just short of 8 years maybe. Never even heard of the place at first.
What's that, Macau? Or
yeah, like Macau, the House of Dancing Water, never heard of it. Heard of when they offered the job part of it, I've heard of Hong Kong, say, but I never heard of Macau. But then when I looked into it, mate, it's another level over there. Is
Macau like the naughty brother to Hong Kong? Is that the gambling side of it?
Well, yeah, it's like number one Asia's top gambling place to go. You know, because I actually think gambling is illegal throughout Asia. Yeah. So everyone comes from China, Hong Kong, all over Asia to Macau to gamble. It's like the Vegas, basically.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that where your show was in a casino? I think.
Yeah, that's right. It was in a casino, one side of it. It was like a massive. Well, you had the casino there, shopping centre. Yeah, mate, it had everything, clubs.
Yeah.
And it was just one part of it, you know.
Bloody hell! How did you get there?
Well, it's quite funny, to be fair. Chris Birch, Swampy, he told me about it. Then there was an audition going, and it was at Danny Torres's place.
Oh.
So, yeah, got invited to the audition, and there was a good few guys that turned up. Me, Adrian, there's a good few Spanish guys. Then, turned up. And the deal was you got to ride a 450 Cowie.
Yeah, right.
And I was on what was I at the time? I was on a Yam 252 stroke, and I was doing shows already in the UK. Then obviously Chris told me about it. Then that was it. I was like, right, got the invite to do it. And went to Danny's. Never rode Danny's before. I was riding villas quite a lot when I was in Spain. But yeah, went to Sevilla in Spain.
That is one hot place.
Hey, that's another level there.
I rode Danny Torres's house once, and we had to be there by 8 a.m. or it was just too hot. Was it the same when you were there?
Mate, the same thing. Honestly, I was going to Spain a lot, but that Sevilla, that part of Spain, I couldn't get over like how hot it was, and it was like 12 o'clock in the day, you know, like peak heat.
Yeah.
And I was there, and we was sweating, and yeah, mate, it was just, we all had to ride this Kawasaki 450. You had about half an hour to sort of like adjust the bike to how you wanted it. And I can't remember how many guys there was at the time in the audition. I think there was about 5 or 6 of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, like at the time, yeah, I just set the bike up to how I thought it'd ride. I think Danny had, at the time, he had a bit of a supercrossy track.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that, off to the side.
That was it, yeah. It was a bit of a supercrossy track. Then, I set the bike up and everything, had a little practice. I mean, I jumped like 250F where I used to race and stuff like that, but I never really rode 450. So, yeah, just coming straight off the Yam to that was a little bit strange. But I quickly had a little go like round his track, sort of started finding the flow and stuff. Then you had one ramp set up that was like a mimic of what there was at the House of Dancing Water. And
well, was it not a regular ramp?
It was an 8-meter radius, I remember, but it was, I'm sure it was just 8-meter radius, but the one in Macau wasn't 8 meter. It was like, I just remember it was super poppy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we jumped it. They even put the same like left-handed berm, right-handed berm, like how they were telling us how it was at the show in Macau.
So hang on, you were riding, what did you say, YZ250 2-stroke?
Yeah. And
you just went and sent a 450.
Yeah, well, I was keen for it back then. I was a bit more hungry for it.
Yeah. I have done it myself, and it was a bit of a worry when I did it the first time. I was kind of packing it a little bit.
Yeah. I was just worried if I come back, I've got to jump back on the Yam.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, but I think
after 8 years,
I think I just
now. You're on the big donk.
It's like a tractor, that thing, you know, in for our English weather.
Mate, we've been dragged out of here by that many John Deere tractors. Like, you're all over it. You're just sticking with that 4-banger.
Yeah, mate, we ain't going back. Don't get me wrong, I do love the 2-stroke. I love how it flies, you know, like for certain like grab tricks and that, they fly good. But now, I'm just all about just get the show done. Yeah. Stay in one piece.
It's funny you say that about the rehearsals, actually, because like when I came over the first time I came to Europe actually was 2009 Belgium, and I went to the first audition for the House of Dancing Water with a few Aussies, Joel Brown, Joel Rayner, Brad Birch. Oh shit, I'm going to get in trouble if I forget names here. Maddie Cole. Oh crap. It was a bit of a blur. I don't remember an awful lot, and there was like Eves there, and first time I met Swampy. Met Swampy, so I was kind of bumming around in his Vito. He was getting me everywhere. First time I met Jimmy
Shout out to old
and
Chris Birch, mate. He's a legend.
And I actually broke my leg 6 weeks before the audition, and I guess they already booked my ticket, so I just came over on crutches and watched everyone ride.
Oh, so you actually went to the theatre and saw the setup?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I watched the whole lot where they were all doing the auditions, and
what did you think of it then?
Looked awesome.
Yeah.
Until they said you got to go to the gym every day, and then I'm like, no, that's too difficult for me, so I pulled out. I was like, I can't go to the gym. And they're giving me a schedule and a timetable and stuff like that. I'm like, I do not operate on schedules and timetables like that, and I do not get out of bed before 10.
Yeah.
And that was kind of what they were after. So
it was.
I wasn't. I always thought to myself, because I saw the first audition, I understood what show they were putting together. Like, that'll be my retirement plan. Like, I'm gonna go ride this because it was good money, and I'm not going to say it was a reasonably easy job, but you have done it, so you can say whether it was easy or not. But I was like, if I get to the point of my career that I kind of want to scale it back and not push daily, I could just do the tricks I was doing and then kind of slowly move into retirement.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It did seem that way. Like, at first it seemed like too good to be true, if you know what I mean.
Really?
yeah, like we'd get there and
what's that? The money or the
well, yeah, the money
conditions?
as well. Man, the money was unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't seem true. It like seemed too good to be true at the start, you know. But anyway, we got there and stuff, and they like put you through like it was like kind of like going back to school, like. Not that I like school.
I can see that.
Left early, but yeah.
See you're not overly interested in school.
No, you won't catch you there. So anyway, yeah, you get like the place was so big. It had like something like 300 employees, 100 and something artists. Yeah, then there's like us motor guys, which I think there was about 9 of us. There was a few
9
Aussies.
rat
There was
bags
like
out of 300.
yeah, they've seen some names there as well. Like Dustin Miller there.
Oh yeah.
Ben Milot.
Yeah.
He was there with us. He was good.
Matty Lewis. I remember he went over.
Aussie guy, sound guy.
Were you there when Brownie was there?
No.
Was that?
No, I wasn't there then.
Okay,
no.
you're after a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Matty was there when I was there. Yeah, he's a good lad. Funny guy, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he used to send it, that lad.
Yeah, he was not scared.
No.
I remember him texting me saying they won't build a foam pit for me. I just want to go training every day, and he just wanted to send it.
Yeah.
Because they knew he was going to get up to no good in the foam pit and maybe
yeah.
not turn up to the show.
Actually, I think he got hurt or injured when I was there. And that was him. He was out for like a lot of time then. Something happened with the contracts, like renewing, and they didn't renew it or something. Yeah, I mean, it's seen some people as well there. But a lot of the guys at the time when I was there were Spanish. It was only like me and Chris at the time. Stig, Norwegian rider.
Was Stig over there for it?
Yeah, he came on. He was at the first audition. Didn't get it then. It was me and Adrian that got it, a Spanish rider.
Yeah.
Stig came on the second audition, end up getting it. I don't know if that was... I think that was at Malero's place, the second audition.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't at Danny's then. But yeah, going back to Danny's, man, I turned up there and I was pretty blown away with all like the setup, you know, like
it was huge.
8, 9s, like super kickers.
Quarter pipes.
Yeah,
everything.
like mad stuff. And so we just had to do this one jump that was like the same as what there. So I did the one jump, but I just went around the whole park and ended up jumping all the jumps, you know. I jumped over the foam pit, the super kicker, just end up going around the whole park. But
I'm surprised they let you do all that.
Yeah, to be fair, it was I just because they give you like a bit of a run, you know, and you just do your thing.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know what, I did like all my tricks and that, but I just done it across all the jumps all the time, just to like be a little bit different, you know.
You thought you had to do to like get through the audition? Like, was there something?
Yeah, I just kind of thought like I went last. I just watched all the other riders first.
So it was like a competition, basically.
Yeah, it was because I come from like racing anyway, so I was like pretty competitive. But then I was like, man, there's some good riders there as well.
Fuck yeah.
So
yeah, there was no shortage of talent.
No, yeah. So I just sort of did all my stuff, but I just ended up doing it across like all different, like super kickers, 9 meters, 8 meters they had set up. And Danny at the time, he had a lot of jumps. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think it was like
I counted 14 or 16 when I was there, and I was probably a couple of years before you were there.
Yeah, actually, I don't think he didn't have the 120 set up at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of good because at least I didn't.
I was going to say probably better.
Yeah, otherwise I would have felt like I've had to hit that one tapped, you know.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, man.
Yeah,
it was,
first day on a 450. Oh, I better go send 120.
Yeah, no. It was but yeah, then the audition. Then that all happened. Then I found out I got it on the plane home. Like I got my missus to pick me up on the other side, and she was like, "Oh, Cammie's been ringing. She's told like you got the audition." I was like, "Wow!" Like I was like pretty straight away before I've even landed back in the UK. And I was doing a load of shows in the UK, and that was it. The Yam was retired, mate.
Done.
I just sold that Yam. I just sort of left the shows, and that was it. I was packing up and going to Macau. Meeting Birch out there.
You were telling me, like, when you sold that Yam, you must have kept a couple of parts, though.
Yeah, kept a few little bits. I had
little cheap lever for the
I had 2 Yams, And
I'm digging him. So, all right, if you're listening now and you got this far, I've already dug him out because he was using his little cliffhanger cheat thing.
I've only just put them on anyway. They've been locked up for 10 years then.
Tell me where you got it from, because I thought that was quite cool.
Yeah, so obviously I was going to Spain like most winters, and I was riding out there with Villa. Ended up buying one of Villa's yams, and Villa had all like the trick stuff on it. It was Enzo suspension, like,
and that was at the time when Villa was on his game, winning everything.
Fair play to him. And anyway, I ended up I bought one of his yams, and it just had all the goodies. It had the tyre subframe, I think was only made for him through like Yamaha or something. It was proper trick. Kind of wish I kept it really, but I was just younger and a bit naive anyway. So I sold the bike, took some bits off it, sold them to a rest of like guys that were already in the UK, riding yams still.
Yeah.
And like just kept a few little goodies. But I left them here. I've only dug them back out of the shed, haven't I? Like about 10 years later. But yeah.
Well, so yeah, you've got your audition now. You've passed the test. Now you're going to fly over to Macau, to the other side of the world.
Yeah.
And you ended up staying there for 8 years. So that's why you've dug it out only now for these other parts. So how did 8 years go over there? Because like as we're doing this right now, we've got two pugs in front of me. One's trying to sit on the actual recorder.
Yep.
And you've also got your girlfriend over here, Ches. You guys went out there on that's huge. Because like I said, I went to the audition. There was a chance I was going to Macau with my wife, and she wasn't overly interested.
Well, no one seems to be at the start, because it seems like a bit weird. Because people think, oh yeah, China. Like, rah. Don't get me wrong, I've been China. I wouldn't want to be caught over in mainland China, because it's Hong Kong, Macau. It's completely different. Like the healthcare out there is like next to none. You got the best of the best, literally. Like we had CTI knee braces. The guy they used to fly them over and measure us up. Just like, so I've got about like 3 or 4 sets of CTI braces.
So you've got like $8,000 worth of knee braces.
Yeah, honestly, like it was, man, it was the best thing that could have ever happened. It set me up really. That you know, yeah.
Bikes.
Honestly, just the bikes. You'd get every 60 hours, they'd give you a new bike straight away, and like, you know what it's like on a 4-stroke. After 60 hours, they're like, just still good.
It's only been run in.
Yeah, it's only run in, and like, and you're starting to feel good on it. Then they're like, it's all about safety. Yeah, so it's all about safety. So like, the mechanic would have 2 mechanics out there. They would drop the suspension, take it over, because I wouldn't even want them to change, like set me up a new set of suspension. I'd be like, nah, just take my old one, you know. So we'd start running it in the theatre a little bit and just trying to like loosen the engine a bit.
Yeah, right.
Because the run up was so short. It was like, I think it was 13 or 14 metres, the run up.
14 metres would be what, 50 foot?
Yeah, and it was like straight out of it, like it was in a small vom, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is in feet, but I know it was dead tight. And
you keep talking. I'm gonna do the maths over here.
Are you gonna do the maths? Yeah, all right. So yeah, I think
because there's a lot of people who listen who
call
only
me
know
out.
feet.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
Speaking
I think it was
shit.
Yeah, maybe it was 14 meters. The run
46 foot.
So obviously it was straight into the ramp was 21, but it was super poppy, the ramp, like the mobile.
I'm gonna put a break in here. Jamie, could we please have 2 beers? Right, we got the boss of the show here. He's not paying me at all.
You need a little rattler, didn't you?
Well, we got the rattlers here. I'm gonna do a sponsor break here right now while I wait. This is brought to you by Rothaus Tenon Zeppler alcohol-free beer. Because that's a good-looking rattler. I'm not going to talk any more about that. I'm sure they're not too worried about conflicts of interest with sponsors.
No.
Have you not finished yours?
No, I've still got a little
bit. You're talking too much. Right, I'm gonna drink. Cheers, biggies.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
This is almost going as good as the first. Where did I interview you, Squibby?
Hamburg after
Hamburg.
Red Bull Dirt Diggers. We did Hamburg.
Oh yeah, Night of the Jumps Hamburg, and we got hammered drunk. That was a good interview. Right, I reckon we might get. I don't remember much either. I did get a lot of comments actually.
Yeah.
So Squibby you did that interview with the ride companion the other day, and you've had that many spaghetti comments, like a lot of people. Yeah, so fucking apparently Squibby needs to have his own YouTube channel.
Not happening.
Yeah,
Not
I can't
happening,
see
he says.
Squib sort of being that man.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to the one Instagram post a month though, and
Yeah.
I've so far this year.
Yeah.
I would say, like the whole, we're not doing a video here for you. We didn't do a video for Squib. There's a probably good reason for the reason. Yeah, face the radio. That's what the three of us are doing.
No one
here.
wants to see us today. Let's be honest.
Mate, the crowd went fucking bananas today. That was bloody good. While you're here, Squib, get over here just quickly. Give him a chance. Give him a chance to drink. That's a very short thing. Is it good to have Josh back on UK soil? We're talking about Macau.
Well, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
I'll tell you what, we do need some freestyle riders on UK soil.
Oh, there we
Especially
go.
ones like Josh that don't fucking moan when it's wet and windy, and they just shrug their shoulders and go, "Well, if you jump, I will."
Yeah. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, trained by Ryan Pash.
Yeah, we should. Well, while you're here, there's half the reason Josh is doing these shows with Squib Freestyle right now is your right-hand man, Pash, is out of action, broken
Wrist
and
ankle.
dislocated left wrist and left ankle.
Yep.
He's got a bit of a...
Yeah,
few months on the
he's got a
couch.
job on now, and he's fixing himself. But yeah, I think he's doing well. Like,
I hope
it
he
just
fixes
sucks.
himself faster than he can fix, like, cabinets.
Yeah.
Like, I hope he does a better job. I've seen his work trying to fix your truck. I hope he's better on fixing those bones. No,
Yeah.
poor old Pash.
No,
He's a
it
good
does
rider.
suck. I mean, obviously, it is very cool to have Josh back from
Yeah.
Macau, and he was like, well, yeah, he was burnt out from what you said to me. It was.
Oh, we haven't got to that part yet. You bloody... there's spoilers.
so-
I didn't even know you're burnt out.
Ah,
I had no idea
fuck
that
it.
was going to
Let's wrap this up. I can finish this in 2 minutes. No,
Fucking-
but after so many years
Put the
in
brakes
Macau,
on. Yeah.
he was burnt out, so he come back with all the COVID bullshit,
Yeah.
and then just chilled out for like what, a year was it?
Mate,
rode a
we
lot.
fucking dropping bombs here.
Rode loads of
just
mountain
rolled in
bike.
on. This interview is too
So
long.
it's good to have him back on a motorbike finally. So he come down the woods. What, started this year?
Yeah, that's 3
With the new KTM? Was it that long? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it was. So yeah, so he come down the woods for the
He went, fuck it,
for the grand comeback on the KTM, and
Oh, I
it
love
looked
listening
a bit
to Squibby
stiff,
talk
didn't
about
ya?
KTMs.
Did look a little bit stiff in the beginning.
Well, you know.
He was jumping bigger on a mountain bike and far more in control.
To be fair, that's true. I was jumping the mountain bike, I think bigger than I was jumping my bloody motorbike, but yeah.
Yeah, but he's back now, so yeah. I mean, obviously he's doing a lot of shows with John Pearson as well at Broke
Yeah.
FMX. So I'm just sort of stealing Josh where I can.
Yeah.
Did a full one-man show Saturday, didn't I?
Without me, without him.
Dinner for one, yeah.
Dinner
loved
for
it.
one.
Yeah.
That's it. Same procedure as last year.
Crowd loved it. Yeah.
Ah.
It is what it is. Like, it's hard conditions over here. Like, obviously today was mint.
Yeah, we've got a
Really
one.
good day here today. Good arena, good weather, and it was enjoyable. Like, we enjoyed riding the shows, but the last
I've enjoyed all of them.
the last few weeks have been really, really hard work with
Fucking not for me.
just a shitty English summer.
I was just watching you guys bloody flap
So-
about and jump with shit flying everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, it
Mud
is,
on your
it
goggles.
is good. Josh is back, and obviously we're looking forward to getting Pash back on a bike. And but yeah, we could do with some English blood, couldn't we? To
That's it.
you know, we don't need groundbreaking, X Games best tricks riders, but just dudes that can jump 21
Mate,
solid.
I just saw the X Games best trick. I just had 3 days of it Monster Energy
Well, that's very
on
true.
UK soil.
Yeah, you did.
I did. You
Yeah,
didn't.
But there was no English riders there.
No, he was doing his own show on his own.
Yeah.
So I do have to give a good of a shout out to old Squibby, my manager.
Hooked you up, and I this
get
trip.
me the hookup.
Yeah,
got a big
you,
hookup.
Got you another job.
Yeah.
It's all right, mate. Don't worry. One
Thanks,
hand
mate.
washes the other, I'm sure.
It does. It'll. I asked you to come to Night of the Jumps in like a couple
Yeah,
of
I'm
weeks.
booked. I'm so frigging busy. I can't even
Aw.
go. I'd love to go, but I can't. I'm already booked. I got real work to
Hey
do.
Josh,
Right.
come to
Anyway,
Night of
I'm
Jumps?
gonna.
Fuck Squibby. No, he can.
Get us all over there, have a little.
I'm gonna go get myself a pint because you boys are drinking cider and I don't like cider, so
well.
I'm gonna go get a pint of lager. See you in a bit.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's good having the boss sometimes, but he
Yeah. Squib loves it, doesn't he?
he does love it. Oh, his OCD's fucking killing me though. I've forgotten how OCD he is.
Yeah, well,
It's been
you
5
know,
years since I wrote shows with him.
You've been cleaning the trucks with him, haven't you?
Fucking clean it. He blew a hole in the top of his truck. We were driving up here yesterday, and he had the pressure cleaner out. He went through 2 tanks of fuel with the pressure cleaner, and he's blown a hole in the rust, and there's now water coming in above that windscreen. That's how much he's washed that truck.
Has he told you what he's going to do about it, though?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I told him to put a sticker on it.
Just cover it up for good measure.
Yeah, I'd put a sticker on it and sell the damn thing. It's got 2 bloody trucks, the
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
Drinking. Macau, weren't it? Yeah.
Was it Macau? Well, he's already given away all the secrets. So it turns out you got burnt out. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's news.
So basically, we were doing like 2-year contracts, and we just kept renewing. It was hard to walk
what,
away.
living the dream, living the dream?
Like, we were like on our
It
weekends.
sounds hard.
On our weekends, we were like going to Thailand.
Oh, sounds fucking terrible.
No,
I don't know how
like-
you got burnt out on that.
But it becomes so repetitive, you know, like in the theatre, like
Fucking
the
listen to
conditions
it.
obviously
He's
were
English,
so
he's
good.
moaning
I
like...
know, and it
That's
does.
why you're with Squibby.
To be fair, I feel on my toes after this season. Yeah, that's for sure. Fuck.
I am kidding.
No,
Yeah,
like-
I can imagine because you're doing the exact same show day after day after day after day.
yeah, and it was 6 minutes our bit in the show.
Your bike's not even warm.
Yeah, so we'd have them all in like in this roller room, and you just literally like backstage, you turn
It's a
them
roller
on.
room.
Yeah, so your bike on the 2-strokes, they would have they would like the back wheel would like lock into like this mechanism, and it was like a mini dyno.
Huh.
So yeah, when they were riding on KTM 252 strokes, the bikes would lock in, then
Such a
you'd
sweet
start it up, yeah, and obviously go through the gears. Then once you're done, it would like bring a number up on this like thing to say, okay, station 1's done. Then you'd take the bike out backstage, walk it backstage to the theatre, set in position. You'd also ride with like an in-ears basically, so the show could talk to you like of what you were doing, but you couldn't talk to them. So, but they always sort of knew when we jumped south, which was like the big jump, they wouldn't talk because they'd like say, okay, now's a whip train.
Really?
Yeah, then like a snapshot would be like you'd go one by one at the end. Then
Would
they'd have
they-
like a flip train at the end.
Would they change the show that they need to tell you this in the in-ear?
No, say
or is
like,
it just because you're so forgetful they needed to tell you every day?
no, you'd learn like a track. So they'd say, all right, Josh, you're doing track 1 this week. Birch, you're doing track 2. So you'd do the same thing for a week. The same like figure of 8 basically. It'd be like, I don't know, like 4 south jumps, which would be like the big jump, and 2 east and west, which were like 2 smaller ones.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, like
I remember there was different jumps, but I didn't think about...
you don't
doing
just
it to
ride
track.
round and do what you want. You can in free practice, just
Yeah.
do what you want. But when the show's going on, you learn a track. So you do it for a week. Yes, basically you need to know like when you go to south, which is the big jump, you'd like, okay, like it's for the whip train. I was 3rd in the whip train. So I'd let 2 guys from like east come round, then I would join in. So you're like bumper to bumper, do you know what I mean? As you're coming around, the east and west. So really that was sort of like the hardest bit. It weren't really like riding your bike doing tricks like a normal show.
Yeah.
It was it was just learning a track basically.
We've got 2 pugs here going at it.
Oh, they're so old. They're well travelled, them dogs.
They're
I don't know another
they're trying to
dog
interrupt
that's-
us.
Yeah, I don't know
Sorry.
another dogs that are well travelled as these. Bloody hell.
Anyway.
Gone all over the world with us, but yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about them a little bit later
Yeah.
because there's a bit of a story about them being here. But no, continue. Like this, I did not know any of that.
Yeah, it was a lot of like And when we got there, you just learn one track, and a lot of it was just all mainly south, which is you land, turn east, and just keep going back to the south, which is the main jump.
Yeah.
But then they chuck in like, okay, then you got to know like you do east and west, and you cross over, and you got to let certain other riders cross over, and you all ride. The only difference you can tell from each other is you got like a hanky that's sewn onto your pants. So now I was like a gold colour, and I was that for like the whole time I was there.
Huh.
So that's how they see backstage, because obviously it's quite dark. So I'd know, like, I know Birch or Squib would come. Squibby. I would have liked Squib to be there, to be fair, but he weren't there.
He wouldn't have lasted
No.
days there. Somebody telling him what to do?
No,
Nope.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
But yeah, like, so basically you learn a track, and you'd do that for the week, then you'd change and learn a different track. So some days, like, you'd learn a new one, and like you just forget where you are, so you'd pull over, and there's so many like cameras backstage, you just like put like your arms across each other, or like say like, oh, that's it, I'm done. Like,
really?
Yeah, because you can't remember, and you can't rejoin it because it's too dangerous. Do you know what I mean? So it was all about safety, always there. Even back with the bikes, impressive. Yeah. Even with the bikes, only 60 hours. Like, man, these bikes can run for so much longer before you even need to look at them.
What happens to those bikes after? Do you get to buy them and send them
home?
Well,
you kind of do if you're all really in there with it. But I kind of stayed out the mix a little bit. But I heard they were selling them out
I just ride motorbikes.
Yeah. I think a few of the guys, they bought them. They were knocking them out for $1,000 US a bike. So I think a few of the guys, they bought some.
What?
But because it was kind of like the kind of road.
So I could have got like 6 KTM 250s just running around having fun.
But it was hard to get them out of Macau. You had to like break them down, because obviously like for import tax, all
the fun stuff.
Yeah, and I just couldn't be arsed with the aggro, and so I didn't get involved with it. But a few of the guys, they did. I think when the show sort of like came to an end, they bought some bikes and they brung them back to Spain, and I don't know what they're doing now with them.
Gone.
Yeah, maybe they're gone. Yeah.
Man, that's actually kind of crazy. I didn't realize it was so full. I knew, like I said, when I did the auditions, they kind of went through the process of it, and I realized it was too much for me to get my head around. Like, nah, it sounds too difficult. I pulled the card. Like, so when I did the audition, they were like, we actually don't care how good you ride, because they wouldn't have brought me and everybody else if they didn't know that we could handle the job. They're like, we just want to know if you all fit in together. And so I think I passed that, because we all drank a lot of beer and everyone was really happy. So that part was sweet. It was when they go, okay, we need to do the health test and whatever.
Fitness test.
The fitness test.
Yeah.
And they gave
that always come around, that fitness test. You'd always dread it.
Oh, mate. They were talking about this schedule of the gym and whatever, like I said at the start.
Yeah.
And when I read what was actually involved, I'm like, I'm coming to ride freestyle. I'm not going there to become Mr. Universe. And when I did the fitness test, I didn't want to say, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I got my free ticket to Belgium and I'm out of here. I'm like, so they're like, all right, write down on a picture of the skeleton what you've broken. I'm like, well, I'm going to fucking start writing down everything. Yeah. And I'm not lying. Tick, 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 tick. I'm like, yeah, I've broken this, and this. And they just went, no, mate, you're a bit of a liability for this show. I'm like, oh, that's a shame. I don't have to go to the gym now.
Yeah, and it was...
that was it. I was done.
It was that way. Like, if you had loads of broken bones, they would, like, get you doing, like, certain tests that, like, shows you, like mobility, like, with, like, your shoulders and stuff like that.
You were saying,
Grip
like,
tests.
Swampy had a problem with that, didn't he? Was it Swampy or...
Yeah, like...
I don't know.
They'd make us do crazy things, even, like... in a fitness test, you had to like do a handstand, and the whole one you would hold it like 45 seconds.
I haven't seen anybody do a ruler for 45 seconds.
But that's
why.
What, like, they were kind of adding that into the mix, and I was like, yeah, but I know we do like a KOD or something, but because they see you do a handstand on the bike, they think like, okay, you need to do that on the ground, you know. And I was like,
no, I'm out. Gotcha.
Yeah, and like they keep adding stuff. You used to do like think I used to do like 55 push-ups. You had to do them straight out, like hitting like a thing.
I haven't done 55 push-ups in my entire life.
Yeah,
Collectively?
they'd weigh you like every
wow.
sort of like I think it's 4 months. And I remember like everyone like when we knew it was fitness test week, we'd all like be like fucking hell.
What? Not eating?
Well, yeah, like even that we'd be out on our bikes cycling and that. We were like
You're like a prize fighter, not even drinking water.
and
We got a high five. Oh, we've got some fans here still. High five? No, he wants it from an actual rider, not the commentator. There's the big man. Oh, we've got our security dogs. Hear no
Right,
evil,
mate.
see no evil. We've got 2 pugs. One's blind, one's deaf.
yeah, one's got one eye, and the other one's deaf. Yeah.
Oh, we've still got a couple of fans from this show here in Thornton, Ladale, who has come over for a high five. High five. Yeah, buddy. Here's the main man. He's the guy who did the jumping.
No, I just
He did some jumping too, but he's got beers, so he doesn't want high fives right now. Squibby's come back. They ain't
Shit,
getting
mate.
nothing. Oh my god.
Oh
That
wow.
is Squibby in full form. Wow, he's giving
Yeah.
out old advice.
Don't
Don't
He's got
do-
2 pints for himself. though.
Don't do what Squibby does. I think that's like the moral of this
Yeah.
story. Who? Who's loving us? Oh, yeah, because you had the best commentator in the world.
Someone actually said what he really liked about your commentary.
What did they like?
You walked all the way around the arena while talking.
I did.
You
Because
did.
the microphone didn't cut out.
Done a full lap.
Yeah, because well, I don't know if you could hear this, but Squibby's saying in the background, they liked that I walked around the whole arena. I'm like, yeah, because I think it was Honiton I tried it, and it started cutting out, and
And it's not piss wet.
Cornwall Truck Show was cutting out real bad. We were standing like 5 meters from where the microphone, like where the
Yeah, it was shit.
where the antenna was,
Mm.
and it couldn't handle it.
Wow.
So there we go. So I've got some good feedback. Hey, I'm keeping Thornton Ladale show going. The smallest show in the UK
Yeah.
with the biggest cheer.
It's a
was
nice
big-
place though, here, isn't it? To be fair, as well.
There's a bigger cheer
Yeah.
here than I got all weekend at MotoGP. Me and I'm working with professionals like Jamie Squib. Mate, Desmond and I, we could not get a cheer out of that crowd. It was tough.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Fucking
They were just there for the Monster Girls, so
Yeah.
and we didn't have much to really provide other than say,
Yeah.
"Here come the Monster Girls" on the Monster Energy Rig Riot. There you go. Fucking
Yeah, mate.
I had a lot of practice over the weekend. Yeah, I'm actually blown away now. That is impressive. So you did 8 years.
Yeah, mate.
Tell us about the burnout, because Squibby's back. He's already dropped the bomb. I didn't know that was coming. But I don't know, but why? Like, you're doing the show. I get you're doing every jump the same, but if you are getting to travel to Thailand or whatever else, like, could you not take like a month off or I don't know?
No,
like, was
they're
there
basically-
times where you could just say, you know what, fuck this, I'm
No,
either
you
a-
couldn't.
burnout, or I go home, or you give me time off?
Well, it weren't like that. They'd call it darks, basically. You'd get like a 2-week dark where like the show would close down, so everyone left, and they'd all venture off. We'd end up just travelling.
Sounds like school holidays.
Yeah, basically.
Alright. Because you love that.
Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah. Fucking hell, yeah. But,
Alright, so,
yeah.
so you really didn't have much time at all off.
No, there was times, but it was all set to like when you could take time off, because Macau is quite central in Asia. It was easy just to hop on a flight after you finish a show when you got 2 days off, because you could get away for like Thailand, which was only like a couple of hour flight. Do you know what I mean? So we'd do stuff like that. We'd go Philippines, man. We went everywhere. Japan.
What was your favourite country?
It's got to be Japan.
Really?
Japan is
Haven't
just
been there
so
yet.
good. Like, just everything about it. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there. It's a bit too... I don't know the right word to use for that, but it's like... Yeah,
Clean.
it's too clean, yeah. But everything about Japan
not
is
Essex.
wicked. No. It ain't Essex, that's for sure. You ain't gonna get stabbed there.
Yeah, that's all I've heard.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But yeah, like Japan, Thailand's really good. Love that as well. Food's wicked in Thailand.
No, yeah,
cheap.
I love Thai food.
So there was a lot of good things with it as well.
So what happened when you got burnt out? Well, when you got burnt out, were you ready to pull the pin and come home?
It was hard.
Or was it? Well, actually, there's another part to all of this. As I said at the start, your girlfriend Ches.
Wife now.
Shit, sorry. I didn't see any ring. Oh, she's got a ring. Oh, you are in trouble, buddy boy. I had to wear this fucking ring over here or I was in trouble. Sorry. How'd I wreck that? Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Wife now.
Yeah, mate.
So, you're burnt out. You've been there for 8 years. Wife now, Ches. That... yeah, like I said, that's got to be a bigger issue.
What do you mean? What's the bigger issue?
The bigger issue is you're burnt out and a wife that's probably over it as well.
Well,
so if you're over it, you're probably going to be a grumpy old moaning Englishman.
It wasn't that it wasn't that I was over it. It's just it was so good, like the lifestyle, everything there. Even though it's a small place,
yeah,
you still had good opportunities, but. Just to go and like, say if you want to go and ride mountain bike or ride BMX or something like that, just the things weren't there. Like for me, I got my BMX sent over and I'd go and ride like in Hong Kong skate parks, but it was just like it was a proper day trip out and you had to get a ferry there. And I mean, it all sounds like fucking bit ungrateful sort of thing.
No,
it weren't that
mate,
at all. It just was like I was on my own a lot of times. It was hard to walk away. Because obviously the money was so good, like you're never going to earn that ever again, in the UK.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Like there is not many jobs for people like us to earn the money that we do, other than jumping a damn dirt bike. Like it is tough, and it sounds like, I know exactly what you're talking about because I've done it. I've been there.
Yeah, just for everything, like just the healthcare, like.
Yeah.
Man, used to get like sunglasses whenever we want them, and it was the things that I'm telling you. It seems like this, I'm chatting shit. That's what it sounds like, but it's legitimately the best thing I could have ever done.
That's
and
it.
like the experience and just the whole thing. Don't get me wrong, I get a lot of inbox messages saying you want to ride in China. But that ain't the China like Macau. That ain't the same shit. Like I've heard loads of horror stories. You go to China and you crash in China, and they've got some guys laying next to you on the same bed, and he's got money. He's taking your liver out before you even know it, and you've only gone in there for a broken arm. Do you know what I mean?
Like shit, that's the wrong operation.
Like it's China's no joke, but it ain't. Macau is not China. Like Macau and Hong Kong, they're so westernized. Yeah, man, it was the best thing that I could have ever done.
So you set up?
Yeah, it set me right up. So why
are you back?
Because of COVID. So that shut everything down now. They didn't have no cases over that way. But
I remember it was something like you were getting closed down for like a certain amount of time.
That's it.
And they put you on like a... was it like 3 months? Like you'll get paid full.
Yeah, still paid full 3 months.
And then let's see what happens. And then obviously it kept like they were prolonging it, and they just didn't know what was going on with this COVID. Even though there weren't no really cases in Macau because they shut the border, but they were just keeping us in a bubble basically. Yeah. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Hang on, where were you living? Were you in the casino or did you?
No, we had our own like apartment.
That's probably handy that you're not in the casino.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't into gambling anyway, but we saw a lot.
You might have got into it.
We saw a lot of crazy.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of crazy things there for sure, but like in that time, we would just like we would go to different like hotels and just go swimming pools. Like it was cool to have that time off as well. But in the end, like it was like, what's going on with this place? You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna like ride or when are we gonna? Then months and months went past. And before I knew it, it was like a long time, you know. Then in the
What
end,
are we talking? 6 months? 1 year?
God, it was probably about 6 months. Yeah, 6 months without riding. Then they sort of like pulled the plug. I'm like, listen, we don't know what's going on with COVID.
Yeah.
Not that there was any cases really in Macau,
Yeah.
but there's no tourists, no money.
No tourists, no money.
So it was kind of like
no money, no jump.
Yeah, we didn't want to go home, but we were kind of ready to go home at the
Yeah.
same time. Just like, I don't know, want to see family, like
Yeah.
not getting any younger either, you know.
Yeah.
So it was, in a way, it was kind of good and kind of not, because obviously we didn't pull the plug in on ourselves. It was pulled for us.
Yeah, that made the decision easier.
Yeah. So anyway, we'd done that. We came home.
So this is the
Yeah.
part of the story which is actually, I thought, quite crazy and very expensive. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but there's one pug barking. And you were telling me it cost a fortune to get 2 pugs home from Macau in the middle of
during the
COVID.
pandemic, it was just crazy.
What happened?
I couldn't even get them all the way home. So I had to go to like Hong Kong, fly from Hong Kong to Frankfurt, Germany.
They did.
Yeah,
They're
they
gone.
did.
They're out. They're chasing a trailer full of sheep. Right.
So I left Ches in Macau and I flew over.
Really? You left?
Yeah, I got out of there pretty quick. But even
I
me, I
just
couldn't
saw
even get
her
home
eyes.
direct.
They're as big as dinner plates right then. You sound
Yeah.
like you're still in trouble on that one.
Oh, mate, it was just a shit show, you know,
Yeah, it was
like
a shit show.
it was just chaos.
You did what you had to do.
Yeah.
So you left Ches there, you sent the dogs on an aeroplane, and you came home first.
Yeah, and that was, I could only get them to Frankfurt, Germany. So I left her there. She'd done like that side, and I'd done this side. But I had to get a van because I didn't even own a van because I sold everything before I left. I think I took my brother's van, and that was it. Fucking had to get across Dover. Even then, there was all the strikes going on, and people couldn't get
Yeah,
across.
I remember that, yeah.
And you had to have like a COVID vaccine, which we'd done a test like to prove we ain't got COVID. Rah rah rah. Oh man, it was chaos. Anyway, I drove there to Frankfurt, turned around and drove home. You know, like got the dogs.
Didn't even come visit me. I'm only 2.5 hours
Mate,
from Frankfurt.
I didn't even
mate.
know.
No, I know.
But now I know.
And now you know where
I'm
I
gonna
am.
hound you.
You better.
But yeah, and it
Got
was
a
a
guest room.
fucking fortune.
And I got a lot of
as well.
renovations that need to get done. Looks like you could swing a hammer.
Yeah, and like even that though, like just to get the 2 dogs back, it was like cost us $7,000.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, at one point I did
You
thought,
know what
oh,
my answer would have been to
leave
that,
them there and let them eat them.
Oh, whoa! I wasn't going that far.
Yeah, no, and like,
But that must be fucking difficult.
man, it was stressful times, really.
Oh my god. Yeah, that.
Well,
that
I
is
mean,
hard.
yeah, they're like,
Mate, I was just about to buy a corgi today.
yeah,
I haven't had a dog since I was 17.
mate.
That
you're
is
about-
21 years ago.
Mate, this corgi could be yours still.
It could be. But
Wow.
it needs a rabies vaccination. And
Yeah, I mean,
It's
you
not
could just
happening.
get
I
one
gotta
in
wait through-
Germany.
I could. I got a missus who really wants the Queen's dog.
Yeah, they are cool though, corgis. I do like
Yeah.
them myself. But yeah, honestly, like,
I was going to say, in the space of all of that, I only had one pet with my missus over 19 years. And it was a galah. It's a type of Australian cockatoo. And,
I thought you had like a koala or something then.
No, they were in the backyard. You could hear koalas humping at night. They made the weirdest fucking noises.
Really?
Yeah, like you'd wake up like, what the fuck is that? It's koalas going for it.
Really, yeah.
Bastards, they're loud.
That's one place I still want to get to. I had it booked as well while we were over there, but obviously COVID fucking
No, fuck
changed
that.
it, yeah.
Fuck that
So
shit
it's
show.
still one place. I was planning on going over there. I was going to see Matty Lewis, to be fair. But yeah, that fucking shit happened. So, but no, I will go back, try and get over there and see some guys for sure.
So, mate, you're home.
Yeah.
UK soil, riding the creme de la creme of freestyle motocross shows with Jamie Squibb and John Pearson as well.
Yeah.
Fucking getting about in the rain and wind and everything but
Yeah.
England and Scotland and... Because is Skegness Scotland?
No, Skegness is,
Where's that?
well,
That was last
Skeg
night.
Vegas.
What's that?
It's like 2 hours away from
South
here.
or north?
South. Yeah.
You said south, he said north.
No, it's south from here, isn't it? But it's coast.
God, fucking hell. This is the problem,
But I
trying
was
to
in
work out the
Scotland the other
direction
day.
of wind when we're trying to set up a truck. He says south, he says north. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's like having Pashy trying to work out which way to send a truck. God, I swear he needs glasses. Do love
Honestly,
you,
he's
Pash. If you do
fucking-
listen to this, Pash, we do love you. No,
Yeah, we need Pash back.
So you're back home on UK soil, and this is what you're greeted with for your first year of riding again.
Yeah, it was amusing at the start of the year.
It was amusing. It's not so amusing now.
Well, I'm going kind of used to it a bit
Should be
now.
fucking happy. We're here drinking beers and rattlers.
Yeah,
and
no, it's good obviously because I ain't seen Squibby and that for so long, and just to chill down the woods and that with him. Obviously, it was good. Even just to do shows and that again, it's still cool, you know. It's been so many years.
got your splinter.
Yeah, and like obviously the wind and rain does happen here a lot in the UK, but I don't know. It's just I felt like refreshed again, if you know what I'm saying. You know, like I wasn't keen to ride when I come back. I didn't ride a bike for 3 years.
Holy shit!
So I went to his woods.
I've got hope. I haven't ridden in 5.5.
It was the longest time I've ever not rode a bike. Like I didn't even ride motocross, nothing. I rode mountain bikes,
Why?
full gas, because
Why
I just
didn't you
wanted
ride?
to change. Like I was just over it, you know.
Fucking
Like
hell.
I just didn't care about. I was just like, I actually got a normal job of like
What were you doing?
truck driving.
Oh.
Did my license. I'd done
Job
that
done.
for like a year and a half.
Oh, you are Squib freestyle now.
Yeah, and just I was
Job
riding
trucks.
mountain bikes shitloads just for something different, you know. And bit of BMX still. Didn't touch a motorbike, for 3 years. The longest time, like, even with like getting injured, it was the longest time I've ever had without like swinging my leg over a bike.
Right.
So when I finally was like, right, I'll get a bike, felt like a little bit like, I'm probably ready to ride again. Obviously, it was winter time, and the only place in the UK to ride is really Squibby's.
Yep.
And like, it's the only place I've rode all over the world. It's the only place like I get kitted up and I'm still like shaking a bit, you know, like in
I
the back.
shit my pants down there.
Because it's not like it's a flat field and a landing and a takeoff.
No.
Or a resi or a foam pit. It's in just a mad location in a valley, you know, like a mountain side, and everything's dug out the side of like.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Of
it's
shale.
it's the hardest.
Dug out of shale.
Yeah, like you get hurt there, you're fucked.
Yeah, John knows.
Yeah, John knows. Well, a lot of riders is claim, to be fair. I've had some good ones there.
Chris Brock, one of the
Yeah.
legends.
Fuck.
The last time I rode at Squibby's, Chris Brock went like he hadn't ridden for ages, I think, when he did his knee.
On the KTM, yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if he.
Yeah.
No, but it was like he was off for a bit, and then he rode with us for like a couple of weeks, and he was like, because he turned up and he hadn't flipped in ages, and he just flipped it to dirt. When I was there, he hadn't flipped for a long time. He just flipped to dirt, and then
Right,
to
is
the
it-
resi. He flipped to the resi, and then we went down to the dirt, down on the bottom, and he was like back to doing knack flips, double cans maybe.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
But even
And
that,
then he went for a fucking Cordova flip and
yeah.
fucked it up and blew his
But
knee out.
even just like the resi
Fucking,
and
it's taking a lot of people.
Yeah.
Squibby's place.
so that's like that's not even the gnarly stuff, you know. They're like
No.
it's hard, like the videos and that you see, just doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
You got to be there to see it, you know. Like it's
Well,
man, it's some good shit there he's built,
yeah,
you know.
I never would have thought I'd say my dream home was in England.
Yeah.
But if that property, Jamie, comes up for sale one day, I know you're not. I'm.
He's there.
This message is to maybe your old man or your sister. Let me know first. I'd love to fucking
No.
move in there.
Even for me, I like
Because you're not leaving until you're dead, so
nah.
which could be any day now.
Yeah.
So anyway, if it comes up, I'd fucking love to jump on it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're back. You're loving riding in the rain and cheap shit.
Well, it
riding
definitely
at
keeps me
Squibby's.
on my toes.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And now you love riding bikes again.
Yeah,
A bit.
I like the social as well.
Well, the rattlers go well.
Yeah.
They're 6%.
No, obviously, like, yeah, I mean, Squib, like, I've known Squib for years, and it's just good to be back with everyone, you know?
Fuck yeah.
We had a good session at the very start of the year down there, and there's like shitloads of us there, like some like old school riders as well that was there. It was just good vibe, you know. And that's like after that, I was like, man, like I was stoked about it again, you know. But then you come along, then you're in the wind and rain and like mud, and you're like, yeah, you're on now, and you're like, oh man, what am I doing?
Shit.
Yeah, where like
Best
most
to just stay down at Squibby's place and ride in the woods, I think.
Yeah.
Fuck the shows.
So yeah, then I've just been flat out really. Like, to be fair, it's probably been my busiest year ever.
That's awesome.
Like between Squibby, John, yeah, just with everyone, you know. Like, I've literally come from one show to the other.
Mate, you were in Skegness last night at You got here at midnight.
Yeah, I did.
Woke
an
up
evening
today,
show.
done this show.
Yeah,
and then you're off to the next one in like tomorrow, I think.
Yeah,
with
no,
John, or
no. I've
day
got
later?
a few more coming up for the weekend, but back in Scotland, that is.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, obviously I've been riding with Broke, all of his shows, John Pearson shows.
Yeah.
Obviously what's happened to Pash, I've ended up doing Pash's bit. Man, just like full gas I am. Like, I've not actually been home for over 3 weeks. Like,
that's awesome. Me too.
Yeah.
I got a missus at home going, are you coming home? I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not complaining. Like, it's been like fucking financially, it's so good, you know.
Yeah.
But being away, obviously, it's like, yeah, sometimes you just want to go home to your own bed.
Mate, I've been away now. I'd say it's a month since I left home. I've now done what? With Squibby, I've done 8 shows. I did 3 with Monster Energy. So that's 11 out of 15 days. I've just been talking on a damn microphone. Loving life. But before I even got there, I was already in Amsterdam at Big Airbag Factory. Before that, I was in Berlin with Jörg from Night of the Jumps. Like, it's been a month on the road. I just want to go sleep in my own bed and not be in trouble for snoring and Squibby, like, tearing shreds off me the next day.
We all know how Squibby gets, don't we? You gotta follow his way. It's his way or no way.
It's his way or no way. You're going home real quick. No, mate. So you ran off to the circus, and you've come home. Sounds like you're happy to be home.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy.
Set you up for life, and
mate.
You're happy to be home.
Yeah, fucking sorted me right out of that.
Sweet. If someone was listening to this right now, and they had that opportunity, would you say go for it?
Man, I don't think the opportunity would be as good as what it is, because there's talks that it will reopen, but Chinese have got a hold of it.
Yeah.
And the salary will be lower, the healthcare won't be the same, loads of perks will go. They'll probably get you trying, I don't know, fucking jump off a fucking high dive at 25 metres or some crazy shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was fucking like, I tell people and it's like they don't believe it, you know.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
hey, never say never, you know.
That's
Let's see what happens.
Go with the flow.
That's it, mate.
Thank you very much, man. This was longer than 20 minutes. I was thinking this was going to be a 20-minute chat with one rattler. We've had 2, and I'm pretty thirsty now. I could probably go
fucking
3 or 4.
These are 8%. These ain't fucking light either. Oh, was it 6? Yeah, 6.
Thank you very much to Rothaus 10 and Zephyr alcohol free. Whoops.
Oh,
no, I do love my 10 and Zephyrs, but when you're in the middle of, where are we, Yorkshire?
Yeah, Yorkshire way.
But you've turned up here with a box of rattlers in the back of your van. I'm not going to say no.
No, standard.
It's hard.
Really.
It's hard. You know, you got to twist my arm.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much, man. I know Ches has been sitting here going, oh, for fuck's sake, can you boys just wrap this up? Squibby was double-fisted it.
Squibby's got his pint. I can see it.
Yeah, I know, but his missus has been sitting in the truck. She was moaning all yesterday on the way up here going, it's too hot. We got up here, and she sat in there while we got out.
Organised somewhere to get dinner because everywhere's shut.
Oh.
Is there not food here at a show?
No, it's gone.
Is it?
Open your eyes.
Well, we're sitting here talking and drinking. Can't open my eyes. Oh, shit. What about fish and chips?
That'll be open. Everything's shut, but there is a place
Fish and chips.
Open serving for the next 35 minutes.
Job done. So we've
Right.
35 minutes. We have to wrap this up and
Yep.
run. Thank you very much, man.
Nice one, dude.
Fucking, this might be the best interview yet.
Mate, stoked. Take it easy, mate.